that roller coaster ride, you got to see firsthand what the parasympathetic or the sympathetic nervous system does. Okay, that's another reason why this training is so important. I'll leave it up to him to tell you guys how much training Sevier County law enforcement gets. I do know. I do know. But this is an officer with their county. Okay? I've trained some of the SORT guys, some patrol officers. They don't get very much of anything. So please understand, you guys got to see the raw deal of what happens when you get put in such a stressor to a point, even if you, guys, it's not the officer's fault, as far as I'm concerned. The officer was put into a position he was not trained to handle. And he did the best he could, because who else is going to do it? Is there any other officer out there? No, he was in charge of that zone. And therefore he covered the zone.
Yep.
They sent him out there in the midst of wolves.
Usually one officer per zone, and that covers a lot of miles in Sevier County.
So don't get me wrong, I've trained some of their officers because they came to me. They wanted some. But you know how many officers are out there who are dying to get the training, but they don't want to spend their money or anything else of their assets that they believe that department is supposed to be doing on their own. And that's a whole internal affair thing or that department has to deal with. But it's not only Sevier County. It's not only Sevier County. But this is why even you guys are sitting here as armed security operators. This is something that you're going to have to look at and take into deep consideration. Okay? Because even these guys, this can happen to you big time at any moment. But with those medics, I'm telling you what, they saw that abnormality inside that officer. They knew right then, because they know physiologically what's going on with individuals. They get taught that a lot. Because again, especially if you're a paramedic, you're not only going to be coming up with these types of situations, you're going to be coming up on accidents and everything else, and you got to try to help control the loved ones who are still conscious. So medic training is so much important. I think is more important in security operations than any other thing that we teach. Because you'll use the medic training more than you ever will probably pulling your weapon system. People were like, why can't we do, I think the last class, he said, why can't we just do control the bleed? Because, you know, there's elderly people in our congregation. If something happens and their heart elevates to a certain point and goes into cardiac arrest, well, it just might be nice to know what to do as security operators. If you're out there and someone has is diabetic, all right, goes into an episode, passes out, falls down, busts their head on the concrete or the asphalt, starts seizuring. What are you guys going to do? Knowledge is everything, and you as an operator have to be well-rounded. It's not the punching, it's not the kicking, it's not the shooting. It's everything that takes before that happens. But guys, everything that these medics did, their ability to calm down, they stayed in the fight.
Yep.
Without a firearm, they stayed in the fight.
Wow.
And the majority of their danger was coming from the officer that was behind them shooting over their head.
Yeah.
The one who was supposed to have been trained. Okay, so don't think for a second you don't need this training. Don't think for a second. Because if you're willing to step up to help protect the flock, this is some of the stuff you're going to have to deal with. This is a harsh reality. Did you hear that officer's cries?
Yeah.
Don't forget them.
Another thing Brian has emphasized on some of our training, be sure you target what you're shooting at while you're shooting at it. End result of this, the man, he fired 5, 6 rounds, whatever it was, he pulled out a cell phone and pointed it at him. The only reason this officer is not in federal prison is because he had a better attorney than they did. The only reason.
And he didn't hit him.
He did not hit not
But
one.
did you guys see the backstop, though?
What was that?
Multiple trailers.
Trailers.
A lot of
Multiple
people
trailers.
were put in danger for that. That's why I said the only
Projectiles
reason
will
he's
go
not in
right
federal
through those
prison
things.
is because he had a better attorney than what they did.
I mean, if you're going to fly in that situation, I would fly to the fence line where there's some kind of cover.
You're a law enforcement officer.
Here's the problem with that.
This is another problem with you guys, too. You guys are not going to be fleeing if something happens.
That's what I was about to say. That officer should have stood in front of the other people and protected them first. Of course, there again, that's outside saying shoulda, coulda, woulda.
That's right.
You don't know until you're in that
Sure.
situation.
Sure.
Exactly.
Guys, I'll do the best I can when we get to the point of stress oculation drills. So you will see firsthand. In a simulated state, it will be simulated. And I will know you guys better before we get to that stress inoculation drills, know your capabilities and limitations, but I also encourage you guys to know yourself, know your limitations and know your capabilities, and don't put yourself into a position that you don't need to be in. Now, each one of you guys have limitations and capabilities, but you as a team, as a whole, are able to do anything. You by yourself, don't bank on it unless you put so much training into it. And even then, as I said, every day is different. You have to know yourself. You have to do a self-analysis almost every day of your life when you look in the mirror. All right?
Good. I got something to say too. I know we talked about the lack of training that they all had, but aside from that, the place where I trained at in Sevierville, I talked about, we did offer training to the police departments there for free, and we couldn't get them to show up.
Same here.
We couldn't get them to show up.
Same here.
So that says something for us. I'm proud of all of us that's here,
Absolutely.
involved in this, because we do care. That shows we care what we're doing here. And
That's huge.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I can't say that enough. Almost every time I'm here, I thank you guys for taking the time to be here.
I personally have tried to get Brian involved with the department through the proper channels, getting him to train some of our jail staff. We got close and then shot down at the end.
Yeah, I still have
He was doing it for free.
Yeah. And guys, it goes far beyond law enforcement. I got with Jackie Parton, the guy who's the school administrator for the whole entire county, Sevier County. I told him I would go to every school in Sevier County to teach for free, to the teachers and our educators and administrative staff, because it's violent in the schools just as much as it is anywhere. And sometimes waiting on help is not efficient. Okay? I got the superintendent behind me. All the principals shot me down. I went to every school, and every principal shot me down. I was like, this is free education for your educators. They deserve it. They're out there fighting just like these guys are out there fighting. All these broken homes, no parents and stuff like that, they get all these children. These guys are not paid psychologists. These guys are educators, but they have to take on so much more than their job. They got to be mentors. They have to psychoanalyze all these children coming in. Do you not think that this is going to take a toll on them as well? Absolutely. The teachers are starting to break down now. Education's everything. This is not just security training you all are getting. I tell you guys, I promote you guys constantly, you get stronger at 3 aspects of fitness: spiritual fitness, psychological fitness, okay, and physical fitness. You've got to every day, if it's just 10 minutes. If you don't watch yourself, you're going to lose yourself. So,
Are you needing a laptop?
no. We're going to be going over a lot of hand-to-hand stuff today. Last class, the last couple times that I did defensive tactics and drills with you guys, it seems like that, I'm like, okay, think of something. And you guys are having a really difficult time of launching some type of attack. So what I'm trying to do, and I say attack because best way to defend yourself sometimes is a good offense, right? But again, what's in your heart and what's driving you to do so, you got to understand that. We're not just out there in the shadows searching for blood, waiting to dig pits like the scripture says. We're not doing that. We're going against those individuals who do. So please understand yourself before we get into this stuff. But we have zones, okay? Actually, I'll probably have you go ahead and pull your laptop back up and pull up the conflict zones. We have conflict zones, and what we're going to be doing is I'm going to give you a set of hand techniques for each zone and how you manipulate each technique in each zone. I'm asking you, what would you give you now techniques that you, through your limitations and capabilities, are going to have to learn, okay? So we look at the green zone, right? The green zone represents what when it comes to conflict zones? Somebody. Leg. It's distance. The furthest distance that you can reach the individual as they're doing conflict escalation. As the conflict escalates, they have to close a gap to contact you. Period. They got to close a gap. And one of the best weapons you have to keep a distance or to intercept their movement is your legs. Okay? Please understand when you're doing your kicking techniques, you have to lean back. When you lean back, you make yourself more linear and more powerful with that kick. But not only that, you're getting your upper body away from the attack. So if they're coming in swinging a knife, coming in swinging fists or whatever, you're dropping back, and your hands are still in your workspace, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah? But they have broken the first conflict zone. That conflict zone's green. We're going to look at kicking in front of us, to the sides, and to the back of us. All of our kicks are low. Keep your kicks low. Why? Because due to the sympathetic nervous system, right? The fight or flight response, a lot of times people are going to be suffering from visual distortions. They're going to go into this tunnel vision. A lot of times, a low strike will go below their radar. They won't even see it coming. Okay? Especially you guys. When you guys get to a point when you're trying to control a crowd, do not put your hand up here. Keep your hand down here. You have to keep that out of your radar. A lot of people are doing this stuff, and that's just, you just put a 4x8 index card on a fighter pilot's radar. Don't do that. Okay? Keep things back into your workspace the best you can. Keep yourself tight as close as you can. Your elbows, keep everything tight. Okay? Try to talk them down. But as conflict escalation arises, I will show you, and I already have shown you, how quick that reactionary gap crumbles. That quick, they're on you. So you guys need to understand that. So we're going to be looking at kicks, very simple kicks for the green zone. We're going to work on punches in the yellow zone. Okay? I don't care if you punch with your fist orientated this way. I don't care if you punch with your orientated this way, with your fist, with a vertical fist. I don't care. What we're looking at is the number 9 attack, remember? Quickest way between 2 points is a straight line. Okay? But we're going to look at how you can manipulate the front punch in each zone. Because if you can punch in the air, you will learn to also punch on the ground. You'll also learn not only to strike forward, but strike side to side, and even backwards. Okay? But if you're tight, you'll be able to see how easy it is to launch those weapons. Okay? In Sistema, it's a martial art program. It's a Russian martial art program. A lot of what they actually show, he's like cringy. Not all arts are nice and funny and stuff like that, but there are little bits of each. What's that? Oh, there's a lot in all the martial arts that you can find that you could use to capitalize your attack. Surprise is what it takes. And a lot of times, if you can launch an attack without showing that you're chambering to launch an attack, you're already a step ahead. Okay? So we're going to be learning to punch on our feet. We're going to learn to punch from our knees. We're going to learn to punch from the ground. Okay? And then hopefully by this time, we're going to be able to get into one wrist lock. It's our wrist lock number 1, and maybe a takedown. Maybe. One of the wrist locks, number 1 wrist lock, I want to teach you from a handshake. Okay? I don't know if you guys ever seen Steven Seagal and what he does a lot of times. He pats him and then he brings it to his stomach. This is for control. This is something that he's been taught. And I'm sure he doesn't even realize he's doing it no more because he's done it for so long. But he comes in and this doesn't seem like it's hostile, does it? No. You're bringing them in. You're showing them the love. But when we do this wrist lock, guys, please understand, every wrist lock or joint manipulation I'm going to teach you is going to be coming from a preparatory action. You just don't walk up to somebody and try to do a wrist lock because they're going to stiffen up and they're not going to allow that to happen because that's a natural intuitive response. Okay, so what we do is take away that natural intuitive response by me doing there's that shin kick. They can't really see that because one, we're locking eyes or we're looking at the chest, but the arms here are completely making this blind. You can't even see that coming unless I rock back. All right? Once I hit that, they're like, oh, what the heck is that? And then I will take this wrist and I'll hug it, keeping it close to you. Don't come way out here. Here, and then, see what my fingers are doing? Okay? Not only is that good for when we get into this stuff, to be safe, keeping your booger hook off the bang bang switch, right? But it's also good for pointing where you want them to go. It's a reference. Point at them, show them I want you here. Seriously, that's what it's for. It also helps with this. I want you here, but look how I'm using what? My shoulders are pretty much directing, my body's directing them.
Yeah.
This is just entrapment. Okay?
Can you do that a little more for us? I want to see those face again.
Do it faster.
It don't take much to make it hurt.
No, it doesn't. And there's so many ways, guys. This is a simple flow chart because a lot of things will come from this flow chart. Okay, a lot of things will come from these. Pop this way, coming back out here, here, here. All right, then you throw it. Then there's behind the back. All these things will start to flow.
Can you do that and bring him over? Because I couldn't see it the way you had his wrist. No, I'm being serious. I couldn't see it.
Well, that was just an example, guys. A lot of this is from a flow chart because a lot of people tend to remember things if there's a flow to it. Okay, because a lot of times if they start to fight here, you can easily, check them. Remember,
Yeah.
check them first, then come under. Okay.
So you just kick and then twist the wrist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kicks to get them to loosen up,
Yeah.
just like smacking you or whatever. I mean, it's a
One of
distraction.
the best ways to learn is to have it done to you.
Oh yeah.
I know now.
I got you already. He ain't going to sit back down. Okay, so the thing is, again, this is going to loosen them up. This is going to be taken because, again, they're
Because you do
expecting
that, you'll go like that.
Well, as soon as you hit them, they're going to flinch. That's going to give you the opportunity. Okay, so now I'm going to let go of his hand. What's going to happen is the palm of his hand is going to go in this direction in a circular motion. Okay, so I'm bending at the wrist. Not only am I bending this way, but I'm wrenching it and pushing back. Okay, that's what you're doing. Okay.
Okay.
So, and you, again, it's not here. This here is a fight of trying to get strength. This is weak. This is strength.
That way you can use your body, your leverage. and
Absolutely right. Okay?
So bad. So bad.
Even when it comes to this type of stuff, you'll find it's the same exact
Same
movement.
thing.
But I'm going to use
If
this
you
to help dislodge his airway.
But if you pull the trigger, you shoot yourself.
Yeah, there you go. You'll see how all this stuff will start to play. All this stuff will help and set you up for success for the next step, for the next step, for the next step. Okay? Because even on the ground, again, I'm going to be using James a lot when we get into the ground control tactics and stuff like that, because this shoulder lock is a beautiful thing, especially from his favorite position, a side mount. Okay? You guys will learn all this stuff. And you'll find that a lot of stuff that you do and articulate and move on while you're standing up, you can do on the ground. You have to position yourself for success, though. And the only way you know you're going to position yourself for success is by doing it and by feeling it. So, we're going to work on kicks, okay? Green zone, work your kicks. Yellow zone, we're going to be working on front punches, okay? Striking, I don't care again if it's vertical fists or if they're this way, okay? Number 9s, we're looking at how we can manipulate even the target, okay? Because as Eric Baker comes in and I hit, right? Surprise is always best. Surprise, speed, and violence of action. Remember that, because when we get into room clearing, I'll say it again. So after this strike here, even, right? Pop, he moves back. I can reposition myself to orientate myself. Again, what did I step on? My compass. All right, my combat compass. Here's your combat compass. See the degrees? I moved to positive 45. So we're standing here. He has his hands up. I don't care. I'll use his hands to hit himself in the face. I don't care. I don't. You don't.
I do it to my kids all the time.
Yeah. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. I do that to my wife a lot, too. Did you ever see a gazelle go across the prairie? That's me. I saw that on Facebook. I was like, it said, this is me going to go frustrate frustrate my wife. And it's a gazelle just. So yeah, we're right here. Again, it's straight line. Pop. That hits. I'm going to come in and seize and control. I've now repositioned myself. I can still move. I can still go off that number 9 attack. Okay, you guys got to understand. Compass, conflict zones. Okay, even if he comes up and he gets a good sucker punch in, and I'm down here. Number 9 attack. Front punch is still here. He's watching my hooks. I'm going to take that leg out, and I want to drill him. I'll bring him down to my level. That's fine. He's not going to like it. Okay? Pop. And I'm still going to come, and I'm still going to grab here, and I'm going I'm going to take him down. So we're going to see how we can deploy and manipulate different hand techniques, mainly the front punch. We're going to start with that. And then hopefully we'll get into the red zone with the wrist locks, takedowns, and ground control tactics. Okay? So everybody get up.
And we're gonna go slow.
Go slow. Here you go. You can still have to talk. Sorry. You got to be polite until it's time not to be polite. All right? That's our front kick. Pick it up, jam it down. Okay? You can also kick, as James also liked to point out, if you want to, kick just above the knee. Yeah, exactly. That's why we do it. Okay? You can kick right below the knee or the shin. All right? That's what our main targets are as of right now. Don't have to kick high. That's why you have these appendages. Your arms and your hands will take care of from here up. Your legs will also help take care of from here down. We have to learn that. So after you guys get used to, go ahead and pull that back, get used to doing a few of these kicks. Do it with the front leg as well. All right? Step back. Then reverse. Change. Okay? Kick. Kick. Keep your hands where? In your workspace. Keep them up. Because he can easily deflect this, and all of a sudden, here we go. They're going to rock the world. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. After you've done this on both sides, I'm going to select you. I'm going to put you guys in groups with each individual with the bag. The guy with the bag needs to now move to your 90 degrees. Remember our combat compass, right? We're going to be standing this way. There's the threat. No longer are we going to be doing these front kicks. Now we're going to be going to the side, but low. Because sometimes you guys have to respond like that. You won't have time to orientate, then kick. It's like boom, boom. That's it. Look at what my upper body did. Did it stay this way? No. Lean it. Why? Because if he deflects that and punches, I'm still back here. Move your body away. This is what they want to control. Not only psychologically and verbally, but they want to rock your world. They want to, because once they hit that, it's going to jar, and then all of a sudden your ability to cognitive. Thank you very much. I was fishing. Just wasn't catching. The cognitive. That's what we have a team for. Where are you at, team? Nobody has my back. Thank you. Cognitive abilities, guys. Your cognitive ability goes out the window when you get rocked. Okay? We have an exercise for that. Who all remembers the bat? Putting your forehead on a bat, going around in circles. Remember that? We're going to do that, and then we're going to have to fight like that.
Oh boy.
As soon as you get disoriented, all of a sudden, because guess what's going to happen when you get hit? Guess what happens when you get hit? That's just going to give you a little bit of a taste of what happens. Because even when you're rocked, it's another reason why we go over mount positions. That's another reason why we get in close. Let your senses come back, and then get back to it, if you even have that luxury. Because in combat, time is life. Don't forget it, okay? So we'll have the side. This is all we're doing. 90 degrees left and right. Lean in. Then he'll go to the rear. Your hands are here. Look. Drop it. No, he's serious.
I am.
A lot of people are like, ah!
Because I don't want to get hit.
Don't do that. Drop your chin. You'll be amazed on what you can see if you just drop your chin. Don't turn this way. Just drop your chin. I can see it. Pop. Lean. Try to be as linear as you can to that. That's where power is. And I'm barely kicking it. I'm barely kicking it. Do not do this. All right? Lean in. Get away from him. Because, guys, he could be or she could be running at you. All right? He could pull a gun out real quick. Oh, shoot. All right? Get down. Get down. Here. Whatever it takes, all right? So we got how many here?
17.
leaning back and then turning out so we can see what the foot space is going. Okay, I know that's a dumb question, but I'm only used to like kickbox exercise and it's, you know, it's like, we don't turn the foot.
There's Malice though. There's Malice behind that what she did to you. Right now.
So he's 6'4". and she's
Okay, that would be hard.
Also, he has classes on Thursdays here at church too, with crowd control. It's a great thing to do to stay in the game. More practice,
I
more
want to do
education.
that. Okay, so what are we supposed to do now?
We'll work on this position here. We'll be on our back. And I'm gonna try. I always pop on my own.
That's fine.
That's why I was here.
That's fine.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Where
You're trying to.
you want to do an example?
I can be the adversary. You're doing great. You're on the ground. Remember, conflict escalation, they have to close this gap to get to you. See what he's doing? And the great thing about ground control, he doesn't have to worry about being linear with that kick. He is all in line with that kick.
And the other thing from this position, I like you're here already. It's called Turkish get up. It's how people get up. And we're used to doing this when we get up. You know, that's how a lot of people do.
Yep.
But a Turkish get up, you only require to here. Once you're here, you're already boom,
Absolutely.
like that. It's
Absolutely.
the best way. You're creating that distance to get up to keep going as well.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right.
I mean, you get mad.
So it's all you. Guys, we're only going to do we're only going to do one direction, but he'll get to where you have to manipulate different directions.
Okay.
Because it's gonna slide.
Beat him down, don't you dare give him a hand.
So,
I always just keep it tight here, just hand out just in case. If I do the kick and get past it, I'll be able to at least push off my hand and move.
Not only are you getting further away from it, but it makes you more in line with that kick. Okay, that's what you want. You want that power to back up when you kick. You're like, here, there's nothing in the margin of that kick.
no, am I supposed to?
Because I want to hold that
The whole body.
basically like this.
Okay, so that's where you want me to go. Like, so right now we're targeting right below the knee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretending that the knee is like right here.
Yeah.
If you want to kick, what I'll do, I'll try my best to keep the line here. You can kick either below it or above it.
Okay.
But that's okay. Myself, I like to kick above because it how it's in.
Okay.
It's leaning back.
So,
Because by the time you hit,
I know it's
lean
too
back.
late.
They done it.
To do this, we have to turn.
Anybody, I mean, you
Get back on your elbow.
Get back on my elbow. Okay.
You're kind of pushing, so hop.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Not like a flippy, but just come, pop, just come back with it.
Okay. Where am I coming from, knee or hip?
You're coming from just a here, like that position. But what you want to do, when you throw a kick, you want to bring your leg back just as fast as you threw it out there. So you just don't be kind of lazy with it. So boom, kick.
Okay.
Bring it back quick. There you go. Up front, hand. That way, if you do happen to miss that kick, you got the hand to keep them off of you when they're coming in. You throw it out, and then bring it back in. You don't just push it and leave it out there. You pop it, come back in real quick.
You want it, guys, to come back twice as fast as you send it out.
Exactly.
Because if you send it out fast, right, you're going to hit, right? But if you miss, you will want him to grab it, pull it back twice as fast as you send it.
That's gonna hurt.
Absolutely. Guys, if I repeat what he says, because we've had training too, so. Reinforcement, reinforcement. Good. Kick all the way through. Just don't touch it. Okay, stop for a second. Guys, please understand something too. Don't forget why we're doing this. Okay? We have mats for a reason so it doesn't hurt us. So if he comes in, watch how I even, see how I even turn my hip into it. I'm not just kicking my foot out there. I'm freaking driving this. See that? That's linear. Okay? Sometimes this will help, right? Because you're messing up the natural mechanical rhythm of him walking or her walking. That can still help, guys. So I'm not telling you not to do this, but totality of circumstances will tell you. Okay? If you're wanting to completely annihilate him or her at that knee, you're going to have to take that force. You're going to have to really dive in there. If you don't, you want to deflect, then yeah, you can do simple stuff like that and still cause good damage. So kick the snot out of that peg. Right now, for these exercises, we're keeping people at bay at the green zone.
Base with it, is what you're talking
Green zone.
about. You're running, you're gonna fall back in. I know it feels weird.
If you was to go to hit me like that and you miss and your hands ain't up, I'm coming straight in on it.
Right.
There you go.
It's weird.
This is all a part of it. This is calibration. That's what we're doing. So another thing is, and what also can help you is by turning that foot out. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, the front, okay, this.
My foot, my toes are no
The
longer
one
going to be
that's
here
on the plane.
for a quick second. It's this. Okay? Because this is getting out of the way. Almost immediately. Okay? So if we're here talking, all of a sudden someone comes from the side, yeah, that quick. And I don't care if you move, because you're going to move a little bit because of what? Their energy coming. Okay?
And I'm bracing because I don't want you to hurt me.
But nice and slow at first. I don't care if you cross step out.
Okay.
I don't care if you cross step out.
Good, you put yourself back.
Because again, you're creating what?
This-
If he has a knife,
Distance.
boom,
You're gone.
we're already here. Yeah, we're already here. All right?
But remember, have your hands up and just that quick glance somewhere I forget to tell you. Because my feet automatically turn because of so many years.
Right.
Yeah, you want to turn. Kind of, it makes you push a little more.
Okay, so you push. So you turn.
The one that's planted, like if you walked up, and I'm gonna kick from there, this, my toes is gonna go that way.
So you could take off that way if you had to. After you kick it, if you had to.
I'm probably,
You're not a runner, are you?
no, I'm probably
You're
gonna
gonna
break your
fight.
leg on that. And so, and keep your hands up that way, in case you do miss, I come in, you can still block it, or, you know, you want these up where you can lead into other stuff, or
I know it's hard because you guys got a white pad. I guarantee you guys will do a lot better than
turn my foot like this.
yeah, you we're
So
aiming.
try and do the best you can.
Here, and then we're just gonna, it's all this. And then keep your hands up. Got your weak side back, right? Yeah.
Rodney, don't forget uniform filters.
Okay.
Yep. Backside leg. There you go. There you go.
All the way out there.
Yeah.
So you're back like that, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be this side forward, it's gonna be that strong side forward. Usually the one that will stand with it out, we're gonna go with this back leg. Mine is my left leg, which is the same for you. There you go. Oh, good. Yep. Good deal.
That felt a little bit better this time.
A little bit more natural. That's good.
That's really good.
Yep. That fire extinguisher, you can tell, buddy.
Not as good as Ken.
All right, now, exact same stance, lead leg.
Gosh, that's gonna be so weird.
Like that.
Oh, like this? Yep. Yep.
Kicking out.
Yep. That lead leg.
So keep your
Oh, lead leg.
forward.
Lead leg. Yeah.
Rodney, don't film this part.
Yeah, so it's gonna be that lead leg.
If we go back and watch
Is
this,
our
man,
weapon
it's
side
over.
forward?
This is our weapon, this is our weapon side
So
forward.
we're just leaning back on our,
Nope, that's your weapon side, right?
leaning back on
You
the
left.
side. No, I'm right here.
So you're gonna be kicking with that leg.
It's gonna be
So,
weird. It's gonna be weird. To look at that.
be like this.
You're, yeah, you're kind of
You
torquing.
sound like Richard Simmons.
That's all it
You'll
is.
stand like this for
Like that.
forward.
Okay. Don't torque so much, you'll throw yourself off balance.
Just lead leg
Like I
forward.
said, go slow first, man.
Slow
Get
and
technique.
precise, not
Technique.
fast and stupid. Slow and precise.
Good.
Oh, God.
Slow down, think about what you're doing, take your time. There you go. Tilt that leg, or that foot out a little bit. Don't start with it tilted. There you go. There you go. Alright.
Hey, so,
Christian.
hey, I guess I missed it. Why are we tilting toe that
Okay,
way instead of toe that way?
Sure. What I was, here, can you hold that? What I was explaining to them, your target with this kick is straight up and down. If I'm kicking straight up and down, I have that much room of error.
Right.
When that comes in sideways, I'm almost making a T. I make it from this to that. I've got a whole lot more coverage coming in like that than I do like that.
Yeah, because
I'll see you
sometimes if
slip
he
off the
comes
leg,
straight
you
up
mean.
and down like that, he'll roll off your
Yeah,
target.
you can roll off, because I've done that before. I've come in, I missed, slipped, boom, I landed on my ankle, rolled my ankle, I was down for 2 weeks.
Okay.
And that's why that is so important to get that foot crossways.
Sideways, that's hard to do.
So does it matter going this way
You want
versus
that, yes.
this way?
You want that hip to rotate out, because you get, that's where you get some of that power. And when it opens it up, much more control. You can do, but you're almost coming into a side kick when you're doing that.
Okay.
So for this purpose, you're here to here, and that way you're still leaning back, so you're getting out of the way. Like I was explaining to them, this is the jab of the kick world. It's just an attention getter so that you can follow up with whatever you need to do. It's not a knockout one.
You're doing side kicks.
Did you already kick it? You did, yeah. You did. That's on you. All right.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine, Rodney.
Ah, I went the wrong way.
There you go. You're trying to do a side kick already. There you go. Those hands in that workspace. Bring your leg here. You're almost straight.
Yeah, okay.
Good job.
Ah, good.
Left leg's gonna feel weird, I know.
Good. Just rock your chin this way.
Drive through it, give me a good one. There you go.
Nice. There you go.
That'll be like- This leg, just in front of this one, just like this.
Oh, good.
There you go. That provides your base across here and your arm back there. That's a stabilizer. You know, one more good one. All right. Turkish get up. Here.
Nice.
Step back. Post up. Step back. Post. That's good though. You got better than me the first time I tried it. I fell down.
I hit this guy. I'm full of confidence. Boom! You just created a reactionary time in your favor. You understand? They think they have all the time in the world. Take it from them. Little things. Oh, now I don't have that no more. So just that one hit, get you a chance. Like he was saying, get up. Get up. All right? Awesome.
I thought you were about to start moving forward. I was like, wait.
Pop, quick.
Dalton, this way. Get it. There you go. Whatever it takes, people. Whatever it takes. You'd be amazed. Right there, I was just the totality of circumstance. That was just an example.
Yeah, you
The
got money
totality
coming
of
up.
circumstance was, hey, I'm here now. What are you going to do? Think about it. And do it.
That's it. Also, you got two guys. That's
Yep.
a perfect example. You know, you got two people coming at you at the same time. You know.
Good stuff, guys. Know how to manipulate on the ground.
Yeah, I think we're going to get back to the class.
Two more. Give him 2 more. Turn your sweater.
Get up, I think I was right, buddy.
Switch stance.
Uh-huh, a lot of times you won't. I didn't see him coming. That's what they always say when they wake up.
2 more.
All right, guys, switch stations when you're done. Yeah. Dash to the left, dash to the right, center dash. Okay? So, again, you're always here. Your shoulders are up. Your shoulders are also articulated forward. Again, quickest way between 2 points is what?
Straight in.
Straight line. Okay, here. Everyone's like, well, don't have your fingers open. They can grab them. Well, they can spit in your eye. They can kick you in the groin. They can do a lot of things. Don't let them. Don't let them. Okay? So we're here anyway. We're close, we're tight, our elbows are in. Now another reason why we do it this tight, if he drops that and does a hook to my face, go ahead. Go ahead and drop that. All right? Now, if I don't move, yeah, go ahead and do it. Touch a little bit, good. Move me, go ahead and do it. Hook again, come back here. Bam, make contact. All right? That's another reason why we're here. I didn't do anything here. All I did was move on what? Combat compass. I just moved forward. So that neurological pathways are already built. See what this just did?
Yeah.
That just grazed his eyeball. And I didn't even want that to happen. It just will happen. You're setting yourself up for success. Period. Because a lot of times, it's going to be a right hand hook. A lot of times when people freak out, they just start grabbing and swinging.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Most, well, especially me, are used to just fighting.
Yeah.
You know, just bam,
Yeah,
bam, bam.
until
and that's
someone
it.
stops.
Until somebody stops
Yeah.
and gets knocked out or kicked.
So we're here.
So it's, I mean,
All right? Everything is here. All right? So that's another reason why we're here. But right now, we're going to learn to get that punch launched from that platform with our lead hands. Breathe out. And look at my shoulder. It's already what?
extended.
In line. It's already braced for that impact. It's already up. I'm not here and then have to get the shoulder up. Remember, boxers watch that shoulder all the time. It's hard to watch when it's already in prominent position. Strike, strike. Okay? Strike, strike. Front punches. We want to do frontal attacks right now. Straight from here. Straight through.
You want them doing the double like that?
Lead first. Get that shoulder up. All right? Because if he comes in and hits me with that bag, do that. Have fun with it. Bang them up a little bit. Make sure they're here. Okay? Keep it up. Okay? See how I space? I went like that. Boom. Because that could be here. Good. All right? Let's have fun. Front punch. Learn how to manipulate.
One first.
Sure.
Get the hands up.
Oh, they've been up there.
Hey, go ahead and pop them if they don't get their hands up. All right, stop. If there's a pause, if too long of a pause from Brian, okay, and make sure his hands stay here so he has to duck that chin.
It's always waiting on.
Well, a lot of times people are thinking, so help them think. Jar it a little bit.
I'm great. There you go. He goes, ain't gonna be no balls.
Yeah, you're laughing too hard right now.
That's great.
Still orientated correctly.
Yeah, and if you're doing this, you're rotating everything.
Exactly. You're doing this, and now again, you got to reorientate. Stay open to the adversary. Run over them. These are your wheels, like a choo-choo train. Right? That arm on the locomotive, that's what you're doing. So you're here, pop, you're still open. Okay? I don't care if it gets caught. Totality. Use it as a blunt force if you have to. Okay? That's another reason why later on, pop, we'll have to learn to get that garment out of the way. We'll get it. That's why we're here, calibrate.
That's what I also told this to the other group, guys. These kicks that we are learning, it's the jab of the kick world, okay? It's not a knockout blow. It's a simple attention getter to give you room to work. That's all it says, jab.
First strike of 3.
That's right. Yeah. All right. Lead leg. Take time. This is very awkward. It's just a straight back, and you can still hands up, lean back into it. Take your time. Reset. There you go. There you go. All right. All right, switch legs. That will get me sore from all the kicks I've had. I'm gonna be able to walk tomorrow. Lean back a little bit. Don't rotate. Lean back. Just like I told him, you're going to aim with that knee. This is all. They're definitely awkward for me because I'm on the real weird one, so it's just fat. Basically, rock back, extend forward. All right, you're skilled. Good. Yep.
Good.
Same
Toes
thing.
out.
Target that rotation on that foot.
Yeah, please understand, lean back. You're not leaning back. There you go. Because now you're making your body linear to your attack. You're getting behind it. You're getting behind your leg. Good. Nice. Well done.
You don't really pivot anything, you put a lot of that weight on that, and it's just straight forward. There you go. Yeah. All right, good deal.
You're putting all your weight on this hand. You basically rotate your body down.
Don't pivot on that. Don't give it away. Don't shuffle.
No swapping yet?
No swapping yet? Nope.
Nope. I guess we're going left later.
No, I never forget them.
Same thing. You're here. I'm here. I'm just interview. You're gonna go here. Rock back. Straight back. Yeah.
I'm thinking too much of
I'm
doing the sweeps.
You're still trying to do the sweeps and the side kicks. There you go. That's good. There you go. Rock back. That was it. That was it. Yeah, boy. There you go. He yells out knife behind me. It's basically here and your back. What you're gonna do, you're gonna drop to look. It goes here to here. It's not a turn and look. This chin goes to your collarbone. It's here, you drop, see your target, kick, come back, reset. So, all right. This one's a little awkward too, because especially if you've never done a rear kick before. Because there's actually a couple different ways you can do it. You can this way, or you can just that way. Which that way is probably more comfortable for you guys. Just a straight forward and straight back. Don't try to rotate your hips yet. Just drop, back. Just take your time with it.
Sometimes I don't even look at people.
There you go. Good. Good. There you go.
Because you don't know it's not competition. You shift your eyes up. Sometimes I don't even look at it.
There you go. Good.
When you're looking around,
Good. Drop up your chin. Good job. Oh, lean forward too. And I'll show you why. I'm not going to hold match. Don't kick me. Do what you was just doing. If I've got a gun, pull, boom, boom. You want to get below that muzzle. So you're really dropping. That's something I should have showed you, Jason. My bad.
I kinda was.
Yeah, use lower. Good.
I looked over here.
So you want to drop forward, pretty low. There you go. Much better.
See how I'm talking,
Yep.
but I'm what?
Good job.
It
Next.
also raises that kick up to the knee
It
versus
does.
down at the shin.
Yep.
This way?
That way's fine. Side kick is pretty much the same thing we've been doing, guys. It's like you was doing. There's a bunch of different side kicks you can do. This is simply another jab side kick. Here, there, back. See how I'm still torquing my body? And I went too high. If you're going to kick, there again, Brian's wanting us to focus on this area right now. So it's just a that. I was going way too high. So it's, then when you get fast, you come back.
I was handing us the pad off.
Alright, so you're gonna be looking that way. This is just off to the side, okay? Slow and easy, get your form down. Good. Let me put that. So right here is gonna be right below my knee, it's gonna be shin. Anywhere in this area is good.
Guys, watch. Turn your thumbs out. Watch what happens to his elbow.
What's your target?
Yeah, when you line up his knees,
Yep.
you bring your elbows in to help with that thorax protection. Yeah, because later on, guys, when we get to primary, what do you talk to more? Well, let's just work this out. But understand something, this is getting you ready for when that AR system is ready to go, and you have to roll. It's the same exact position as if we're here. That's, you're getting used to everything, yeah. Raise your shoulders up, I don't understand, help me understand what's going on. Okay? Do that. Watch his mannerisms. Watch his mannerisms.
Calm down. Calm down. Knock you out.
That's part of his attack is to make you laugh when you think
Oh, I told him.
Oh, he's smiling the whole time. Sir, there's no sense in anything. You go to church and I'm trying to get you saved. And you act like this.
I want to get my kids.
I don't care.
Okay, that's
But
You gotta watch how close you're letting me get in.
Yeah, you need to stay out, don't you? Okay.
If you want to get me in the gala, at least the green, if I come in the gala, you want to go ahead. No, I'm coming at you.
It's hard to talk to. I mean, sir, you just calm down. You know,
here.
the kids is all right.
Cross. And cross.
There you go.
You're already posted out, right? Now just sneeze.
No, don't worry about it. It's okay.
Body, yep.
You're more stable.
There you go.
You're more
You
stable.
got it. You got it. And it trips a lot of people up. But that's what I want. Because that's what you're supposed to be doing, is calm them down. The state of Tennessee is going to make sure you all have done everything you can to prevent taking a life. Everything. You've already gotten the posture. This is great because you don't know what's going on, right? You do, but you're playing that out. And you're getting good protection. Okay?
Hey brother, what's up? What's going on?
Okay, see how close I am?
Yeah.
I know we're working the yellow zone. All right. All right, punch through that. There you go. I want that power. I don't care if it's slow. Hold that. I don't care if it's slow. Okay? I don't care if it's slow. Look at my shoulders. My shoulders are what? Already in line for the attack. A lot of times when people fight, they raise their shoulders to execute the attack. You're already there. You're already there. Just like whenever you shoot, you're already there. When you strike, you're already there. Already there. Boom. There it is. Okay? Talk to me. That's what I thought. He's thinking, talk to him. Talk to him. I'm not talking.
Just talking to somebody over there. It's all good, bro. What's going on? Can I help you?
Oh, hit it. Here, watch my mannerism.
It's all good, brother. We're good. Just talk to me. Tell me what's going on.
There you go. Punch through. Okay? Hey, that.
Easy, man, easy. Easy. Can I help you? Calm down. What can I do for you? How can I help you? How can I help you, man? How can I help you? Let me help you. Don't do this. Don't do this. You don't want it.
There you go. Good. That's what I want. That's what I want.
We the Fonz? You say everybody, is he wanting olives?
Nah, he's probably one of them.
You want
When you come down here, know your limitations. I don't have the perfect knees either. I'm sure you guys don't either. Some of you guys don't. He's going to hold the pad up. We're going to work on our front punches from this position. All right, if you guys get in this position, we already talked about how crucial it is for you to get back to your feet. Okay? Fatality is a very cruel thing as well. I didn't see that coming. And you'll find yourself in a bad position. I know this is the strongest position for us, but in a fight and combat, you better be ready to go at this position. Okay? So please understand the limitations of your joints, your knees, your hips, everything here. So I want you guys to practice this going extremely slow. I want slow and smart, not fast and stupid. Okay? So if he walks around and then he puts a mat up in front of me.
First of all, see how his legs are? They're not together. He's got a good base right there. That's what I was going to point out. They're apart, basically shoulder length. They're not together. If you got your legs too far, too close, you're going to be like a tree falling. Basically.
That's another reason why when you're standing up, the same thing. Open your hips to the adversary. Okay? Don't act like you're on a skateboard or a surfboard. You got to have that base. Okay? So even here. All right, you have to move forward. Everything you can still almost be like a wave. If you've ever been in a wave pool, even out deep sea fishing off the coast, how that boat rocks, right? It's the same exact thing as what you can do. All right. The reason why this hand is up, because you can also still control your adversary, people. Control. All right, even from here, move. See this? I'm still what?
Moving forward.
See that?
Even a good shot to the solar plexus from right there is going to hurt. It's
Yeah.
going to be rough.
Oh, yeah.
It don't take much. It don't take much.
Or look where he's at in line with it.
Yep.
Boom.
There.
Yeah.
All right? You have to learn to execute the front punch from many different positions. Stay there. Same thing. Now to everyone, after this guy here, you can have what?
Multiple people. Boom.
Okay? Even here. Okay? This is a whole new world to some people.
You're not just turning your body either. You're turning your hips.
Yeah.
You generate power to it.
You have to be able to get used to things. Even if you step up. Why? Because guys, this is just a step. Why? Because I'm going to come in another position. You guys are going to have to get used to being down here. Okay? So, the same things that we have been doing here. He kicks her knees, go ahead. You're already here. Kick a knee.
Let another pad.
No.
So we can't take you home with Jackie dead.
If he falls on me, I'm dead.
But please understand the consistency.
Yeah.
Please understand the consistency. He does a fake hook, pushes my head.
Okay.
Make contact and push. So he comes in again. Boom. Comes in again, I don't move. Ooh. Still hits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I did.
Move forward.
And the same way on that kick from the ground.
Same thing. All right? He kicks. Soon as you see him, start to come in. Because if this wasn't here, and he kicks, pop. And you're going to take him down any way you can. And when he does land, go ahead and land.
Oh, it's bad.
Right? Once you hit and you come and he does fall, you're still coming.
Hammer time.
You're driving with these elbows. And look, remember our palm smash? Remember our palm smashes? Guess what? Smashing.
This is all they're gonna know.
All right. All right. I want two people. One facing that way on their knees. One person here facing on their knees, facing this way.
Careful, shoes in there.
On knees, facing this way.
Oh, was that my
Are
boot?
these the new mats?
Yeah.
Just be careful.
Yeah.
Dragging your feet.
Dragging your feet. Okay, someone else on behind him.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
You just want me to punch?
Nice. Right center.
Huh?
It's always center. Even to me. Using me as a reference. Stay there. Let me close the gap. When I flinch, you go.
All the way back, but
Hands up. There you go.
Looking for that.
Keep your elbows in. Keep your elbows in. When I flip it. You're watching that leg now. Just stay tight. Stay tight. Stay tight. Open up. Good. Right on. Come on. Come on, somebody else.
Especially that front leg. 'Cause now you've got me. I can't, to keep my balance. So if I come in, now you've got me.
Yes.
I'm going down. There you go.
Good, thank you.
You got him softened up at that point. So we'll start with a punch. Okay. So as I close, you're going to throw a jab. You can do twist to come out off that. Just do just a weak punch, just a weak jab. Kind of around the artery. Okay, so just a weak jab. Okay. So as I close, jab.
You cut somebody there, they're going to
Now I want you to do a 1-2. So 1 and then 2.
Okay.
You get that power behind the second. Okay. All right. So now if you're wanting to take him down, then you're going to punch with the strong arm. And you're going to wrap him up with the weak arm.
Especially on that first count draw.
Punch grab. Good.
There you go. There you go. Be careful, guys. Yeah, be careful.
One more.
Okay, that's good. Good.
I know what
Don't do a full follow through.
I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Strike. Yeah, you can go. You want to go for the back leg.
Yeah, you want
If you go this leg, I've still got balance. If you're trying to take me down, depends on the totality. But if you're going in, if you're coming in, if I'm coming in, you're striking.
Since we are going for a grab, is it possible?
You could. You could. But you only want to do
There's no rules in fighting. You know this. You know who your father is. I needed a drill.
In the drill, do you want to get a strike?
Just we're doing it slow so we don't
There's a strike. Strike.
I don't know. He did it.
So I'm coming in, strike, and you can grab, or you could even weak hand strike, grab with your right hand if you like that inside takedown like that. There you go, that worked. The only thing you're doing is you're taking off the game with a strike. Then you, then you're
There again, that's that surprise. That's a jab. Hey, it's a jab. Not a knockout blow.
I actually like that because your right shoulder can slam and take it down.
Yeah.
You got more power in
I think you have more power that way.
I was thinking of something.
Try this. When you for that first initial one, I'm just think how long.
You're good, you're good.
Come on. Go to the rolling, slide in.
I like that. If you like
more
that
of a fluid motion.
if you like that inside leg,
I'm a huge fan of elbows. Yeah.
so you could
Use it. Use
strike
that
with the
elbow
elbow and
coming
then
in.
go straight for the leg.
Yep. Just come in, slide, let it. You don't even have to pull back because you're just go with a solid follow through, go through the target, slide in, jab.
It's just that, like, with the mat and stuff, I can't, like, keep going. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
yeah.
See if that helps.
Yeah, just don't go slow, go slow, go slow.
So, like,
Now follow through, just like you slid onto that. Now you've got that pick.
And if you wanted to take them down forward, you can do that leg pull forward and close them up down too.
Yeah.
You know.
Just pull that. You know what he's saying?
Depends on the situation.
you talking about this one?
So if you've got my leg here, go ahead. If you pull,
That's what I was
yeah,
thinking.
you can come forward if you want it, or you can push with your upper body and pull with your arms.
Wait, you can use the whole upper body?
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking.
Yeah, you're going to use all that force right up in
So if I
there.
come in, you're pushing with that shoulder as you're,
There you go.
that shoulder's pushing me.
There you go. Yep.
That's it.
Because you gotta have something to push me back.
You don't want to roll like that though, because you're going to give your back to it. And then they can wrap up from that other leg. So don't roll into it. Just get them down and crawl over.
You see what I'm saying? You gotta have something to push me off my balance. Oh yeah. Versus just pulling my leg. You know, one's good, two's better. Good.
Just going to do the same.
He deflects it, he comes around, and now I'm positioning myself what? For that attack. As he's coming in. See how I'm coming to him? I'm in the fight. I'm in the fight. I can still gouge. Right now we're doing front punches though, right? He comes in. See that? This here can easily be that. All right? In our position, right? Kick, he deflects. Watch the knees and strike. All right?
I got matching socks, I'll do it.
Yeah, I got I have some match shoes.
You gotta learn, I mean, you're gonna, as I come up, you're gonna kick it, I'm gonna block it, and then you're gonna take it and wrap it around. Yeah, and then bam, bam.
Okay.
You just wanna keep me from getting down on you.
Okay.
Boom, I knocked you down. Come on, there you go. And I may come right in, you may not have to grab me. Right. This is gonna be an
Something you gotta think of.
Right.
Right.
There you go. But be ready for that.
Right.
Any rotating somebody can do to make stronger punches. I didn't know if that was mine or yours.
That's mine. Thank you, buddy.
It's okay with that. You can come with this leg now.
That's fine.
There you go. You got the hang of it.
I'm over here. You can't do it.
But really though, try to grab my leg too.
Oh, yeah, you do. But
Yeah, you won't take it and just kind of hook around. There you go. You pulled me to you that time. That felt good. you would have pulled.
We have to deal with totality of circumstances all the time. All the time. Some things are going to be new for James, some things are going to be new for Chad, and some things are going to be new for me, because I want to see something you guys did and through traditional martial arts I didn't take into consideration that actually would be better in that totality of circumstance. Okay? And this is going to be hard for a lot of us instructors. Believe me, guys, it's not the first time I've worked with a lot of instructors from other arts, and they're like, this is stupid, until they get put in that position, then they're like, I can see where it could happen, and I can do something about it, okay? All of us need to be open-minded. Our main objective is to calibrate ourselves to the max ability to our standard of calibration, by our limitations and our capabilities. Do you understand? But do you even know them? A lot of you guys don't even know your own limitations and capabilities because you don't put yourself in a position to try to figure out if you even have them in a situation. So again, you'll rarely ever hear me say, never do this. Because guys, I've been in situations where we call them kamikaze moves. You're going to get hurt one way or another. I mean, I've been in positions with gun defense and stuff like that to where I'm most likely going to get shot. But I want to go down fighting. And those are some dead end, those are kamikaze totalitarian circumstances. And this is something that I want to correct you guys for. You never know your limitations. Yes, you get stiff. Yes, this hurts. Yes, that hurts. And therefore, you do the best you can to minimize the strain and the stress and the force you're putting on certain ligaments and joints and things like that. I can't get in your head. I don't know you fit physiologically. I don't. So I want you guys to please understand something. Now, don't worry about the pad. Sometimes we will stay this way. Sometimes we will stay this way. Sometimes we will stay this way. Okay? Sometimes we will move. Sometimes we have to block. Sometimes we have to do this and this and this and this. And yeah, you could do this stuff, but why? I don't know. But we're going to get you ready for if it had to find an opportunity. Let's say you're going against somebody where you know you don't need to hurt them and you tripped and fell, right? And you don't have a chance to get up, but they're coming in. You can easily displace them. You don't have to kick their knee out. This is a part of a force continuum thing. You have to know when to and when not to. I wish everything could be just simple, say, kill them. But that's not the way it is. That's not the way you just can't go, Gah! You know? Let's say it's some elderly individual who hasn't taken their meds. You don't want to kill them. You don't want to, go down. Come on. Hey, can you shut camera 9 off? Shut camera 9 off. Shut camera 9 off.
Erase it.
Yeah, erase it. You don't want to do that stuff. Okay? You have to be enough. The main thing is, guys, is you calming yourself as the ultimate weapons platform. You have to calm yourself. If you're not used to being down here, do you think you're going to get calm?
No.
Heck no. Okay? So right now, we're just giving you just simple, basic stuff to start off with. That's what we're giving you. If your hips are this way, hit them. If your hips are this way, stomp them. It's like you stomping a can if you were standing up. Right? Right. This is totality. This is a totality. All right? If I kick and he deflects that, and he starts to come in, guess what I'm still going to be trying to do?
Get him away.
See what I did? Did you see what I did?
You trapped him.
This was sliding. This was feeling this. He tried to what? Step around me.
But you felt
This is, yes. I felt it. Your objective is to stop the mechanical efficiencies. Do you understand?
Yes.
I'm here, he comes in fast, he hits. I'm still gonna come. Okay, guess what? I'm gonna come. He's gonna play Superman. Okay? This is what you're supposed to do. That's why there's also free sparring. That comes later when you get comfortable. But please understand, with me and James, he comes in, I'm not gonna do anything hard. He's not gonna do anything hard. That's how you learn from each other. All right, he deflects. Let's go ahead and start whatever you want. Go ahead, whatever you want to do. Sir, you're under arrest. See what we're doing?
Sergeant Moon, y'all.
It ain't the first time.
See what we're doing? We're feeling each other out, but we're not going hard. It builds your endurance. It builds your confidence here on the ground to try to manipulate a mount, to try to better position yourself for success. But it doesn't always happen the way you think. You misplace the guy's leg, he's going to put something back. This is how you learn. It sucks. It's tiring. Right?
Even we weren't going full speed. If you can go slower at first, you're going to learn a lot more, even slower than that.
Absolutely.
It's called flow rolling. You just go slow. You catch guy in something, you go from there. Hey, I got out of it, and then you just go again, slow.
That's guys. That's what I've been doing since day one. Well, what have I told you? Slow. Slow and smart's better than fast and stupid. So if I'm here with him and I punch and I go slow, it gives him an opportunity. If he doesn't come back at me, I'm still throwing stuff at him at a regular basis, but different. Is he stepping off the X? There. That's what it's about. Did I have to go fast? That comes later. That comes later when I come in. But he's done it before. He's done it before. That's how he knows he can do it. That's why when we get together to do this defensive tactics and drills, we go slow and smart, not fast and stupid. Like what we were just doing. They don't only do it in jiu-jitsu. They do it in kung fu. They do it in a lot of other arts. All right? Someone like sticky hands. When some people put sticky hands up, sometimes they don't even touch, but they close their eyes to try to feel what the other adversary is doing. So if he attacks, so I'm still using, where's my chin?
Down, up.
See that punch? This is something you will definitely be doing when you're on the ground more, because I will blindfold you when you get on the ground. When you start to get comfortable at the different mount positions, like the preacher said today, your eyes feed your illusions. You'll see somebody his size and think there's no way I can take him out. And I've done this, I've proven it. I blindfolded my clients. They're down there ground fighting, they get in a stalemate where they're in a mount. I come up behind one of them who's in a mount, and I say, get him to slowly move, and then I get on top of him, and we continue. It's amazing what they can do when this doesn't feed them false information or false senses. When this is gone, and all you feel, you'll feel exits and freedoms. $100. Okay? Eyes and ears are lamps to your soul. Absolutely. Don't let them deceive you. Don't let the enemy break you down before even the war begun. Goliath tried that, and he succeeded in the majority of them. Don't do that. You guys are stepping up. You guys are now being the mighty men and women of this flock. You've got to have confidence in yourself. You've got to have the intelligence to back that confidence. You got to know yourself. If you don't feel good on the ground and you hit the ground, well, I guarantee you it probably only happened once before you're like, you know what, screw that. I want to learn something.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get you guys to that point now with friends who will go slow and listen to you. What? Because the enemy doesn't give a squat about your ow, ow, ow. They're going to look for you to say that, and then they're going to smash it. You never show your enemy your weakness. Who's ever saw Rush Hour 3? When they were, this is with Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. They were in Rome, in the Eiffel Tower, and they're fighting. And this guy, he grabbed the chair, and the Oriental guy grabbed the chair, and they both swung at the same time, cracking the chair over each other's back. And then the Oriental guy was like, ah! And that Chris Tucker kept a strong face until the guy went away, and he was like, ah! He never showed it to the enemy. That's hard to do. When we were just scrapping, he busted me in the mouth. Do you guys see it? Did I show it? No, it's going to happen. We've been doing it long enough.
Most times we feel it until after.
Yep.
I'm serious. Never show it. But this training's everything. Because we don't just touch the superficial physical. Okay? I'll start testing you guys with certain looks. You'll see it in my eyes. You'll see it to where I'm just totally different. Because I've been trained to do so. And when you might be smiling, that's going to inside piss me off more. Because I'm no longer your friend. I'm no longer your friend. We haven't got to this point. It's gonna, you know what? That's a weakness to me if I'm your enemy. If you're smiling, you don't know the storm about to hit. That's what I look at it as.
Or then again, that could be a strong point you
Yeah.
got because you like the grin.
That's right, yeah.
Come on.
All right.
You gonna grin a bear?
Yeah.
You gonna grin a bear?
Just like on Equalizer 2, if you ever saw Equalizer 2.
Oh, yeah.
The guys up on this high loft, the high rise, really hurt this girl. You know, and they came down and put her in the Uber that he was driving. He took her to the hospital instead of her place and came back and said, "Do you even know who she was?" And then they wanted to fight him. He was like, he took the first guy down, and the other guy started coming at him, and he goes, "All right, come on." That's what he did.
Yeah.
All right, come on.
We're ready.
And to a point, you have to be that. I can't help you. I wish I could take the mindset and go,
That
and then it's like, it's on.
moving forward toward your opponent a lot of times messes them up.
And majorly. You know when an active shooter comes into play? When someone comes in and goes, tuk, 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 tuk. You know what they're banking on?
Everybody
You're
running.
fearing them. I have my time. I have the power. I have all of what I need right here. Time is on their side. But with operators like yourself, they don't know that it's not. But you have to step up and take it back. How are you going to take it back? Guys, a lot of it is spiritual and psychological mindset. You have to have that mindset of dominating and winning and never quit the fight. You've heard it all the time, and everyone can imitate it. Everyone can say it. I'll never quit the fight. I'll just shoot him. I guarantee you, that officer.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I
I promise you, he never thought that in the world that he would run like that and freak out and freeze.
I guarantee you, he said, "I'll just shoot him." He did actually, right?
Yeah.
Pop, pop, one-handed, unsupported, wildly, toward a guy with a phone. Guys, you might laugh, but under stress conditions, your eyes will make you believe that is what's not there. The pastor just talked about it. You will swear to God you saw something there and it wasn't there.
False witness statement.
Okay? You are responsible for every action you do. I want you guys to try to keep a calm head. Even right now, it's so important. Even while we're training, is to keep a calm head. When I put you in these certain conditions and situations that you're not comfortable with, I want you just to take your time. I can't say it enough. Please take your time, because this is how you train your brain. I told you guys a long time ago in the Oriental Arts, they would bow before they would go into the practice arena, because that's where you face your fears. That's why they bowed. They had ultimate respect for the sacred ground, because that is where they're going to challenge and push themselves like nobody else can. Where do you get a chance to go somewhere without judgmental eyes to test yourself when it comes to your fears? and then have people back you up in strength and in love to conquer it. There's not very many places. Do you guys not lay your fears and faults down at the altar?
Yes.
Is that not why you give a church one of the ultimate respects of any other place you go to? That's where you heal. That's where you lay it down. That's where you surrender. But that's also where you recharge with your comrades and strengthen to go fight again throughout the week. This is your West Point in our battlefield plan. Church is your West Point. This is where you learn the strategies of the enemy. To get you prepared to walk out there in the battlefield of every day of the rest of the week. Because I guarantee you, I don't know about you, when I come back to church, I'm kind of tired and beat down. Because when I'm overwhelmed out there, I'm comforted in here.
Amen.
Okay? I think the pastor even touched on that today. You can run and hide all you want. Eventually, the only place you're going to have left to look is up because you're going to be on your back. Out on your back. This is where you have the ultimate respect. And now that they've allowed me to come in and help you guys out, I'm bringing this to a physical realm too. Because you conquer your physical disabilities and faults the same way as you conquer your spiritual disabilities and faults. Because the enemy works the same. Satan only wants destruction and deceit. Your enemy only wants destruction and deceit and lies. Okay? This is where we come together. This is where we battle it out. This is where we find we're capable of doing a lot more than we ever thought we could. I don't want you guys to limit yourselves in here. I don't care if it's age. I don't care if it's stomach's not feeling good. His stomach really didn't feel good coming in, but let me tell you something. When you help other people, a lot of things, ailments kind of take a back seat a little bit because you're helping out of love to help other people. Okay? That's all I really wanted to talk about because please don't stop yourself from progressing. We're here for that. We're here for you. You're here for yourself as well. And thank you, every one of you guys, for coming out. I'm missing some faces. They're missing some good stuff. But work with each other the best you can. Listen to us, and please have faith in what we're saying. I've seen it. I've done it. I felt it. He's seen it. He's felt it. Every martial artist and other operators, if we have more operators in the room, they have felt it. They've seen it. They've broke bones and bled over it. They know what can happen. Just have faith. Don't do something that's totally careless and obscene. Yes, we're going to get on to you. You're like when we're out there on the range and you guys are like, hey, did anybody see that shot? Yeah. We're going to jump all over you. That's absolutely ridiculous. Okay? Just be ready to do the unexpected. That's what wins the fight.
Thank you, man.
All right? Is there any questions? I mean, we covered a lot. Question. Did you guys enjoy tonight more than we have for the past few defensive tactics? Okay, because my main objective was to focus on certain techniques in the zonal areas, in those conflict zones. Because I've been seeing some people having a really hard time trying to come up with their own ideas of how to defend themselves. There's no launching platform. That's what I want to start doing from here on out. I want to have set techniques and things like that we need to work on when we come in here. And if I have helpers like I did tonight, I really appreciate that. I'm sorry that some of you guys who are holding the mats didn't get an opportunity, but again, you've had a lot of experience on the mats. He's willing to give up some of his sacrifice to practice to give you guys a chance to kick. He's also done more martial arts as well. He's willing to take his experience and help you guys grow. He's been in it for a long time, not only in the arts, but he's also done it behind the badge and everything else. He's willing to hold a bag and to help you guys the best we can. Will it work every time? Like he was talking about his position on the ground. Will it work every time? Every time? No. Why? Totality. Will it cover you for majority of it? Most likely yes, or they wouldn't have created it. You gotta have faith in us. But you gotta have faith in yourself to say, okay, this is no longer working. Adapt. Change position. Get your combat compass. Even on the ground, move. You can move. You can barrel roll. I don't give a squat. Movement's movement. Guys, I've done some weird stuff on the ground, and I didn't even know it. Okay? I was over here and I'm kicking this guy here, and all of a sudden this guy comes over from this way, and I come, boom, I come back and I stomp him as he's coming in.
It's like a windstorm.
And I'm just like this. I'm just like pop, 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 and he's starting to come in over here. And as I come over, I'm kind of bracing this way to help. And as this foot is coming over, it's hitting him as it comes over, kind of like an axe kick. Why? Did I get taught that? No. I just saw a guy coming in, and I didn't want him to get close to me. Boom! There it came. And it worked. Okay? You guys are the authors. You guys are the authors of each one of your all's ways of defending yourself. We're just going to try to open up some of the exclamation points and make them a little more, wow. All right, any questions tonight? Please.
What's the best kind of setup to use at home to practice?
How much space do you have? If you can get simple mats like these, and you have a good enough, almost similar flat yard, do it in the yard. If it's raining, all I can say is if you don't mind your car getting wet, pull it out of the garage. If you have room, put the mats in the garage.
These are like $80 a pop, so.
And also, guys, watch your shoes. I scuffed up the mat a little bit. So I want to start wearing mat shoes on training nights that are specifically made for mats, or you can wear your socks, okay? We're going to have to stop wearing our shoes because I don't want to mess up the church's mats and stuff like that, which I already did. I apologize.
Same as like a wrestling shoe.
Wrestling shoe, yes.
Okay.
Yep, you can get wrestling shoes. Guys, go on eBay. Go on eBay, go on Amazon, whatever. Tiger Claw shoes. I have Tiger Claw shoes. They're mat shoes as well. Okay?
But what about like a bag, like a punching bag?
Mm-hmm. Get some of these kick shields. You can get them anywhere. I got those. I have Tiger Claw as well. Okay? You can get focus mitts. Go online. You can get tie mitts. Step up and say anything you want, James, because you've done this as well.
Punching bag. I mean,
Yes.
Like one that hangs,
Yeah.
one that's
You
on
can
a
get it,
stand?
You
the
can-
pedestals, you gotta put a whole lot of weight to keep it from moving.
if you got a basement, garage, you know, hang it up. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
the
gonna help you
hanging,
with your footwork
I
too,
think,
just
but-
moving around it, you know.
That's
Gotta
right.
be just stand in front of it.
Endurance. Big time endurance. Get you a 2x12 or something to go up in the rafters if you have access to the rafters and bolt in there. Okay? But yeah, because sometimes when you start really working that bag, if it's a heavy bag, it's going to start bouncing. And sometimes it, yeah. So yeah, get you a heavy bag. Again, move. Work your combat compass. Guys, I give you all this paperwork. I don't do it in vain. Know your combat compass. Know your conflict zones. Know the techniques that you're supposed to use in those conflict zones. Okay? Get on the ground. Get used to being on your back. How can you maneuver on the ground? We worked on this multiple times by moving this way or that way. If someone's coming this way, move that way. Did you see that? This is fine. But when someone comes from this direction here, you can still move. It's just by turning your body. Because guys, when we're on the ground shooting, guess what we're going to be doing?
Moving.
It's the exact same stuff. If he's my target, pop, 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 pop. And it depends on the what? Protection, the cover, everything else you're working with. All right? You're still doing the same exact thing. You got to get used to it. Get used to being on the ground and get used to getting back up. Get up. Any other questions? Good class, guys.
So let me break for us before we go.